Hi everyone, welcome to UTV Guna and our players rating show for our loss against Tottenham. Really disappointing, such a bad result for us. We were looking to be in such a good position, but we've made things hard for ourselves now. We must win our last two games. It's still in our hands, so that's a good thing, but really, we let ourselves down yesterday. Rob Holding's red card really cost us, and after that, it was difficult. This player ratings is going to be hard to do. You can't really give anyone a good rating, but it was hard for everyone. Once you're down to 10 men, you're 1-0 down, you're away from home. It's going to be hard to get anything from the game. So, yeah, got Josh with me. Hey, bro.
You all right, mate?
I know you're as pissed off as I am right now. It's going to be hard to do these player ratings, but yeah, let's get into it. So, starting with Ramsdale.
My man, much for me, but it's simple 5. He was keeping us in the game, saving shots. He couldn't really do much with just 10 men as well. That penalty was slotted away as well. And we all knew Harry Kane was going to score against us because it's Harry Kane and he loves Arsenal. Because he really does love Arsenal because he's a gooner, but he loves scoring against us. But yeah, he's my man much for me, but nothing really much to say. 5.
Okay, you can't blame him for any of the goals. He did make some good saves and didn't make any errors. So yeah, I'll give him a 6 because, like you're saying, man of the match. Maybe actually for me it's close because Tommy Yasu I thought was decent as well between them two for man of the match for me. But okay, yeah. So then next, Cedric.
3. What was his passing? Saw this guy playing. I was like, no, why is this guy playing? Why is he playing? This is North London Derby. Don't play him. Seriously, we need Teamy back straight away because Cedric passing was so bad. It was winding me up too much. Oh, no, 3. Worst player on the pitch.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've seen that when he plays against the bigger teams, he does really struggle. So we saw it against Liverpool. And we've seen it again against Tottenham, but he struggles in them type of games. Against the lesser teams, he's done all right. Filling in for Tommy Yasu, he's not done too bad. But these two performances, I remember against Liverpool as well, he was really poor. He was at fault for the goals. So, yeah, I'll give him a 3. Agree with you. I'll give him a 3 as well. Okay, so then Rob Holding.
I'll give him a 4. That's because I don't think the first yellow was a yellow card. I really don't. Yes, he may have, like I say, he may have tackled him 3 times, but they weren't bad tackles. Like I said, Son elbowed him. Didn't get a red card. But so I reckon these elbow to Song should have just been a yellow, a warning. Nah. But this is what is it, referees agenda against Arsenal, simple as that.
Okay, I think it was difficult for him because we know how tricky Son is. He's one of the best players in the Premier League, without doubt. So it's always going to be hard for him. And, some of the tackles were a bit rash, I would say. I think it was a harsh red card. But, strictly by the book, he did commit quite a few fouls. And for me, I think Arteta should have seen that it was looking really shaky for him and maybe taking him off after the first yellow. And I'd say 3 for him. Next, Gabriel.
I'll go for standard 5. He's one of our best centre backs. But obviously with 10 men, you can't really do much. It's going to be a struggle to even try and get on that left centre back and right centre back. So it's just a standard 5. Nothing really much to say. Can't really say much when you lose a game.
Yeah, he didn't make any mistakes. It was solid, but as we were saying, it's hard playing with one less player away from home against a good team. It's always going to be hard, and he wasn't really at fault for any of the goals. So yeah, 5 for him for me as well. Then Tommy Yasu.
Another 5. He could have. Oh, he's missed obviously that right back. He was getting beat with the running down the wing, but he was getting beat a lot. Did do a few sloppy passes, but as again, down to 10 men in defence, can't really do much again. He was trying though, obviously, because you can see how much he loves Arsenal as well already, and you can see how much he knows it means to the fans. But yeah, standard 5.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, for me, I think He was very close to being man of the match for us, along with Ramsdale. They were probably the best two for us. He did make some good blocks, and he's playing out of position. He's not preferred position is not left back. I mean, he had to go into centre back as well when Gabriel had that injury and with a red card. So he was solid enough. He's just come back from injury himself. So hopefully he can soon be playing in his preferred position at right back, and we see how good he is there. And he can help us get that Champions League spot. Don't know about the injury situation with Gabriel, so let's see. But he might have to fill in that centre back again against Newcastle. But yeah, let's see. For me, it's 6. Okay, so into the midfield, Granit Xhaka.
6. Yeah, I may have given Ramsdale 5, but obviously Rams are my main match. But Xhaka's 6. He was trying better in the midfield battle, but obviously nothing really much because they're all over us in the first half, and the second half we just held. But we shouldn't be holding; we should be more attacking. So just a regular 6.
Okay, yeah. Again, couldn't do much in the game. It was hard in the centre of the park. It was really difficult there when you're down to 10 men. They had most of the ball. He was working hard. I'd give him a standard 5. El Neni?
5. Again, same as Xhaka. I was trying, but there was a few sloppy passes, and when he was trying to tackle as well, it didn't look like he was trying hard enough, and that's just one problem. That was, in my opinion, wasn't really trying enough when tackling. So regular 5.
Yeah, I think it wasn't his best of games today. He's been playing well the last few games. Coming into the team, he's made a difference to us. But this, like I say, we'll get an overrunning midfield. When you're a player less, it's really difficult. And can't really blame any of the players after that red card for a poor performance. When you're a man down, it's always hard. So yeah, 5 for him. Next, Saka.
6. He was better in the right wing for me, better in attacking. But I'm sorry, what's everyone's problem with Saka as well? Why has it got to be 3 men to just try and get him onto the ground? Like, the amount of fouls on Saka on that game, but nothing given. I think only one was given when he beat Ben Davies to the ball. Ben Davies got his leg wrapped around Saka. I think that's the only foul Saka got given. But other than that, fucking Saka's just too quality. And he just gets tackled like completely all the time. And it needs to stop because it feels like everyone's hating on Saka. They just want him on the ground or injured. But other than that, best attacking 6.
Yeah, I think they know how dangerous of a player he is. So they're so scared of him. They're just always trying to like rough him up and use dirty tactics. Ben Davies was really naughty with him on a couple of them tackles. He should have got booked. I'm surprised he didn't get. He couldn't even got sent off. Some of the stuff he was doing with him. So he knows how dangerous Saka is. And unfortunately for Saka, once we went down to 10 men, less of the ball, less chance for him to make things happen. But he was trying throughout. And yeah, I'll give him a 5. Then next, Martinelli.
5. The ball wasn't really going down the left wing that much, but when he did have the ball, he was threatening. Tottenham players obviously couldn't handle it, but they did weren't defending after he didn't have the ball. But other than that, threatening, and that's what I like to see. Was trying really hard, so a regular 5.
Yeah, as always, he does work really hard, and even when we're down to 10 men, you can see him really working hard. Whenever he got the ball, he was trying to make something happen, running at their players, but it's just so difficult in that situation. So, like Saka, what can you do in that situation?
What can you do?
Yeah, so 5 for him as well. Then Odegaard,
not one of his best games. I'm going to go 4. Not one of his best games. His shooting has been quite poor in that game. Like the first half, where shot, they just hit straight to the reset. And then that second half, from thinking like Wayne did at Brighton, but he managed to score against Brighton. Shouldn't do that in North London derby because I know it wasn't going to end well. And as you see, he went over the bar. But it wasn't one of his best games I've seen, so regular 4.
I think it was really difficult for him because, you know, the position he plays in, it's difficult when you've only got 10 men. You know, he's the one that we want to link the play, make things happen. But in that situation, it was so hard, you know, especially second half, it was like damage control. You know, we don't want to concede too many goals. So not a game for his style of player, I think. So, you know, he wasn't great. You know, in the first 20 minutes when we did start well, I had a lot of the ball. He wasn't doing that much. But yeah, as I said, difficult to judge everyone. And I'll just give him a standard 5 for me. Then Nketiah.
4. Not one of his best games. Obviously, he did shot in the first half, but Lloris saved it. So I reckon that's one of the closest we came to last night's game. Just that shot. But it wasn't one of his best games. And again, can't blame him. Down to 10 men. So it's all going to be up in our defence area. Not really going to come up to us. But no, yeah, 4.
I thought he started off lively. You could see he was trying to make things happen. You know, he was coming back as well to try and help out in that first 20 minutes, and he was looking good. You know, but then red card happened, and it was just all downhill from there. He couldn't do much. He was very isolated up front. You know, no service coming into him. So I'll give him a standard 5. Then into the substitute. So Emil Smith-Rowe.
Regular 5. Look, they couldn't do much in the attacking area. There's nothing really much more to say. Regular 5. It's all down to that red card, which will really mess it all up. And the referee messed up the game.
Yeah, same. Like Smith-Rowe, by the time he came on, what can he do? You know, really.
3-0 as well.
Yeah, the game's gone. You know, just trying to keep it, like I say, damage limitation and just get
Obviously,
out.
he did have a chance. He did have a chance, but then it went to Nketiah, and Nketiah, if Nketiah wasn't in the way, maybe it would have gone in, but regular 5.
Okay, yeah, same for me, regular 5 for him. Lacazette.
Oh, gonna have to go 3. He didn't do nothing when he came on. Nothing. And why did he even bring him on? I don't want to see Lacazette in Arsenal kit ever again, in my opinion. Regular 3.
Yeah, but maybe I think because he's, you know, just wanting to give him a few minutes, give Eddie a bit of a rest ahead of a Newcastle game. That's the only reason I could think of bringing Lacazette on. So, yeah, didn't do nothing. Give him a 3. Okay, and then Nuno Tavares.
3 again. But like, didn't even see him play when he came on the pitch. I was watching, but I was like, where is Tavares? Where is he? I can't actually see him when he's playing. I don't know what. No, regular 3.
Okay, yeah, came on, like I say, lost calls, game's gone. Can't really expect a lot from him. And then to finish with, what's your rating for Arteta?
5. He got the lineup right. It was just the substitutions he got wrong, and I didn't agree with substitutions. Other than that, nothing much. 5.
I'm just baffled that he didn't start Ben White if he's available to be on the bench. Don't know how fit Ben White was. It seems obviously he was not that fit because he didn't even come on after we had the red card. Didn't come on when Gabriel got injured as well. Maybe he was thinking by that point, let me just save him for Newcastle. But it's a bit baffling that if he's fit enough to be on the bench, then why not play him, start him, or bring him on as a sub when we had centre-backs getting sent off or going off injured. So I found that a little bit strange, but also tactically as well. When you're looking at that game, you could see how it was going and what you could see what Tottenham wanted. They wanted us to try and bring us forward. I think he could have, I'll say this in my pre-match previews, but maybe he could have gone 5 at the back, match them up because that's what they play with. So match them up. And then, you know, having that extra insurance, having 3 centre-backs, that was an option. But another thing as well is that when Rob Holding got that first yellow card, we could all see Son was really all over him and he was finding it really hard to deal with Son.
After that.
Yeah, maybe take him off at that point, you know, could have avoided that red card. I mean, like I said, the substitutions were not the best, but at that point as well, substitutions, we weren't going to really be able to change the game at that point. The game was gone. I think it was more about just resting some players. I think you should have took Saka off, to rest him. Yeah, so for me, I'm a bit baffled by some of Arteta's decisions, but yeah, I'll give him a 3. Yeah, so really disappointing, as we said, throughout, for most of the players, apart from Rob Holding, really. Once we had the red card, it's really hard for them. Don't want to be overcritical of any of them, because playing a game with one man less in a game like that, really big game, away from home, it was a really hostile atmosphere, and we just made it so difficult for ourselves with that red card. Referee didn't help us at all as well, but it is what it is. It's happened now. We've got to move on. The best way for us to get over this and for the players to make us fans happy is to win the next 2 games.
Yeah,
I really hope we can do it.
Both games are must. Both games are must wins. No losses, no draws, wins only.
Exactly. So then, even though Tottenham are the ones celebrating yesterday, it'll be us celebrating at the end of the season. We can forget about that loss yesterday and be like, we finished ahead of you. We got Champions League. You didn't. Happy days.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let's hope. On to Newcastle now.